I'll come back to you. Please do stay on with us. But also joining us on the broadcast is Mr. Saral Patel, Congress spokesperson. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. We appreciate your time. Sir, the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, has finally spoken out regarding the union budget that was presented, and he's listed a host of points and problems that the budget does not address our data, the data pool that India has. The budget has not, looked after our energy needs. What do you have to say on that?
Shivani, thank you for having me. And I think if any person who has listened to the speech of the leader of opposition, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji today, he has spoken like a true Indian. And I'm happy that, after the weeks of impasse in Parliament, he was given a chance to speak, and he has spoken for each and every Indian. He has spoken about the farmers. He has spoken about how India should have better handled the trade deal with the US, and he has fully exposed the inept handling of the ruling party and the government when it comes to the trade deal with the USA. And he also went a step further and explained in the martial art terms that why is it that Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has signed a deal that is not beneficial to India. Why is it that he has not acted like an equal partner to the United States? Because they have him in a tight grip, and that grip is of Epstein file, Mr. Ambani and Mr. Adani. And this is something that I think all Indians will resonate to.
Right. Mr. Patel, if I can request you to please stay on with us. We also have the BJP spokesperson, Mr. R.P. Singh, joining us on the broadcast. If I can get his response to Rahul Gandhi's statement in the Parliament regarding the budget. Mr. Singh, if you can, tell us your observations regarding this entire speech. There were a lot of allegations made.
Well, Rahul Gandhi is known as a child in a school who doesn't speak on the subject. He will speak on the subject which is not part of the syllabus or which is not supposed to be spoken on that particular day. He will speak about that subject. The debate was about budget. He should have spoken on the budget, but he never uttered a word on budget. He spoke about the trade deal. But trade deal, still the final fine print has to be out in mid of March, somewhere end or mid of the March. But God knows who is providing him all this, whatever he's speaking. And then after the agriculture minister and after the commerce minister categorically stating, Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan categorically stating that nowhere interest of the farmers has been compromised, but still he goes on with it. And when he is asked to authenticate, or when there is a debate going on, when the other side, the ruling side has to answer his points, he ran away from the Parliament. There's another way. If he's so sure about what he has spoken, then he should have waited for Mr. Rat to speak after him. The speaker was speaking after him now. But as Rahul Gandhi is, he believes in shoot and scoot, and that's the policy he uses. And that doesn't work. Parliamentary now, okay, he would get a clapping from his own colleagues for leveling fake and vague charges. But that doesn't work. He spoke about data being stolen by America. I don't know how data is being stolen, what data has to do with the budget. He spoke about the energy security. Where is it? Has the final deal come through? Has the final paper document on record? And whatever is in the interest of the country, that will be done by the cabinet and by the prime minister. And also, before this Ukraine war started, we were not buying any oil from Russia. So whatever is in the interest of the country, that will be done. And then even when we were buying the oil from Russia, that time they were raising questions that why we are buying oil from the Russia against the wish of America. Now he is saying that we have stopped buying the oil from the Russia, although there is nothing of this sort on record still. But as Rahul Gandhi, he believes in shoot and scoot, and that doesn't work in the parliamentary procedures and parliamentary norms.
Right, sir. In fact, let me go across to Mr. Patel, who is also with us. He is the Congress spokesperson. Mr. Patel, obviously, there are counter allegations also coming that these points are not valid, that which have been made by the leader of the opposition, because he has not spoken in detail about the budget. He has spoken on other issues.
Shivani, I was patiently listening to my friend RP Singh, who is quite senior. I have had the opportunity to be on many panels with him. I personally respect him. But I think what he is saying is, completely disingenuous. He said that the subject was the budget, and Rahul Gandhi ji spoke about the trade deal. The trade deal affects the millions of Indians, just like the budget of the country. So he at length spoke about the economic survey of this government, which issues that they have highlighted in the economic survey. And like a true statesman, he agreed with those issues that, this economic survey rightly points to those issues that they are identified. But then he juxtaposes it with, why is it that we have not taken forward these arguments in our trade deal with the US? My friend RP Singh said, I do not know who is providing him the details of the budget, of the trade deal, because it will be out in the March. If that will be out in the March, why do we see NDA MPs garlanding Mr. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for a historic trade deal with the USA? I will tell you who is giving us the detail. The detail is being given to us by President Trump and by Piyush Goyal and by Jai Shankar ji, who is the MEA minister. He says that I do not know if Russia will buy, if we will buy Russian oil or not. Please ask Piyush Goyal ji. Next day, when Piyush Goyal ji is asked by journalists whether India will buy Russian oil or not, he says, I am not aware of this. Please ask MEA. So even the ministers do not know these basic details, and whether we were buying Russian oil before Ukraine war or not is not an issue. It is an issue that India is an independent sovereign country. We will buy our products and to fulfill our energy security, we will buy oil from whoever is giving us a cheaper oil. But a third country cannot dictate to us that you cannot buy oil from XYZ country, and that is exactly what the US has done by an executive order 232, which President Trump has signed, saying that if India buys Russian oil or an Iranian oil, India will be monitored and we will levy the tariffs against India back to 50%. So this is the complete surrender by the government, which failed to stop this. India should have looked the America in the eye and say that we are an independent sovereign country. We will buy products from where we get it the cheapest and what benefits our people the most. We will not take your diktats lightly, and if this is your attitude going forward, then we are not going to sign a trade deal with you. But instead of doing that, we have cowered under the pressure, and that pressure was explained by Rahul Gandhi ji of the pressure of the Epstein file, of Mr. Adani's case, and Mr. Anil Ambani, and that is why Indian government has fully cowered in front of the United States government and President Trump.
But when we are talking about the union budget, we can talk or discuss the trade deal when the agreement and its details actually come out in paper, in writing. Right now, we had to focus on the union budget, sir.
Shivani, the details are out, right? The interim joint statement between both the countries are out,
so just
and that is something that has given us these details. My friend was saying that I do not know how US is stealing the data. That means that my friend is not reading the fine print being given out by his own government, which says that in terms of digital trade, there will be no bar on the United States companies, and we have also given them a 20-year tax break for all their digital companies. So this is something that no other country has done in the world, and India has done it. And this was our biggest strength. We could have used this leverage to get better deals for the Indian people, but the government has failed to do, because as you can see from the statements of RP Singh, they do not read the fine print. They are agreeing to anything and everything that is being given by White House, and the Indian government seems like is merely signing it and not protecting Indian interests.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Patel, on the broadcast. All right.